Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Keto Mom page. My name is Stephanie, and I have a thought for you today. As you go into your weekend, as maybe you enjoy your Friday, if you're watching this live, it is Friday. Happy Friday. Where are you tuning in from? And good morning. So, I would love to know where are you tuning in from and what would be a fun question. Are you doing anything fun? We're going on a date tonight. I'm pretty sure we're going on a date with my husband's grandparents, the girls' great-grandparents. So we thought it would be fun to take them out. We love to talk to them. We love to listen and hear their stories. So I'm pretty sure, as long as they confirm it, we're going on a date with the greats to learn some wisdom, to hear stories. It's great. All right. So here's a thought for you today. I'm not going to keep you long. As you're going into the weekend, there's a couple things. Number one, we are going to start the Dream It, Live It, Pin It, Dream It, Pin It, Live It on Monday. And it's okay if you don't have the book. We're going to go slow. We're going to do it together. If you don't have the book, you can follow along. If you have it, awesome. If it's a couple days behind, you'll be just fine. The point is to take action. So we're going to do this, and I'm hoping it's going to take us into the end of the year. I'm just going to say it is because there's a lot of holidays and different things coming up. So it'll give you some time to actually get this done. If you do not know me, and I sound stuffed up, I apologize. But I have 4 dogs and 4 girls. We homeschool. And I say that because somebody just rang our doorbell. And our dogs are so loud. We do have 4 of them. So what are you doing this evening? And the reason I say that is because I want you to know something. I actually get quite a bit of questions and conversations around this one sentence. And it's, I messed up this weekend, or I messed up on this meal. I didn't make the right choice. I feel like a failure. Did I wreck everything? That is 100% something I get every single week, if not every couple days. And I want you to know something, that I say this, or maybe you need to write this down, put it somewhere so that you can see it as a reminder. But I want you to know, the only way that you're going to fail, if your goal, let's say we're just talking about your health right now, right, is if you quit. The only way you fail is if you quit. So if you have a day where, let's say you go on a date tonight and you have dessert, does that wreck everything that you did all week? No. If you enjoy yourself this weekend, or let's say you go to a birthday party and you have a cupcake, does that wreck everything that you did this week? No. So I need you to, there is a point of, I'll tell people, listen, if you decide to have a ton of sugar, too many drinks, like if you decide to indulge in certain foods, what's going to happen is you're going to feel like, oh my goodness, my body wants more. You're going to have crazy cravings, right? It's going to go, I liked that. Let's have some more sugar. Let's wait until Monday. What it's going to do is it's not going to wreck everything that you've done, but it's going to take you down a spiral of, I want more. I should wait till Monday. Maybe I'll wait till December to restart. Maybe I'll wait till January. So you have to be really good at, if I choose to have something that maybe doesn't line up with my goals, because I like to say don't mess up good for perfect. But if you choose and you're like, I'm going to dive in and have, I'm going to enjoy myself on Saturday at our party, right? Then you have to go, but I'm going to get back on track. Here's what happens is people indulge or they have fun. And I want you to know that this mindset is important. This is why it's so important to work on your mindset so that you can get back on track. You can walk yourself through certain situations, because most people, not most, none of you, of course, some people get frustrated so that when you have too many drinks, I'm not a drinker, so I don't even know, but that question comes to me all the time. What can I have to drink that's low carb? What drinks can I have? And I always like, listen, Pinterest and Google are your best friend for low carb keto drinks, because I don't know, but I know there's tons of lists. But that is, I mean, hands down, every single week, what can I drink? And I always say, water. I drink water and ketones. But for those that do, as you dive into the weekend, I want you to know that just because you enjoyed yourself one day or one meal, you did not wreck everything that you've done. Do not get into this mindset of perfection. Don't mess up good for perfect. I want you to do the best that you can. I want you to also, there's an aspect of I have a life and I'm going to make this a lifestyle, because if you are doing everything so strict and rigid, which is the ketogenic diet, which by the way, most people don't do correctly, and most people don't need to do the keto diet. Did you know that it actually started for medical reasons? And so what they found is when somebody eliminates sugar and eliminates a whole bunch of carbs and they choose more protein and veggies and salads, of course they're going to feel better. They're not eating all the processed junk. They're drinking more water. They're moving their body. Like, ketones are a fuel source. So when you feel better and you choose better, you're going to have some results. Now, the actual keto diet, most people don't stick with because it is so rigid and they dive in really quickly without understanding all of it. And so I tell people, here's the deal. If you are not willing to track all of your food and really put in the work for that, let's do something called low carb or carb conscious, where we're making better decisions and you're choosing better options, but you're not messing up good for perfect, right? 90% of the time, you're doing the best that you can. And if you have the cupcake, enjoy the dessert, whatever the case may be, you did not wreck everything that you've done. The kicker is you've got to get back on track, right? So that's where the mindset, I already said, comes in, where you go, I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to get back on track. I'm not going to spiral out of control and go, I'll start tomorrow, because I heard this the other day and I was like, oh, that's good. Tomorrow actually never comes, because when tomorrow comes, it's today, right? When you're constantly saying tomorrow, well, no, today, because tomorrow is today. Tomorrow will be today. Does that make sense? So I want you to have this mindset of, when I die, if I've got health goals and I want to feel better and I want to look a certain way and I want to be stronger and I want to lose some weight, I get it. You didn't wreck everything on one Friday night, and don't let your Friday night turn into, I'll start on Monday, I'll start next week, I'll start after the holidays, I'll start next year, because in all of those excuses, in there lies the quitting. In there lies the gaining the extra 10 pounds or 15 or 20 over the holidays. In there lies the making the excuses and not restarting. The key is taking action, the best that you can, and knowing that you're human. And we're creating a lifestyle so that you can enjoy times with family and friends. And then in general, 90% of the time, you're doing the best that you can to take care of your body. You're going to move your body. You're going to drink your water. You're going to do the best you can with your food. I hope that makes sense, right? So I can't read the comments, but if you have questions, please ask them below. I would love for you to send me a message. I answer all of the messages. We're going to be going through this book, which I'm super excited about, Dream It, Pin It, Live It Together, starting next week. Your mindset is important. That's why I tell people, hands down, if you can understand the power of your mind, which turns into the power of your words, you will choose better. You'll get back on track. You'll know how to, like when you have a negative thought, or like, I can't do this, or shoot, I screwed up. Like, you'll know how to get yourself back on track, not in 4 months, not next year, but like the next day, right? So here's something I wanted to read to you out of this book called The Pursuit. And he says this: the beginning is the most important part of any endeavor. 90% of success is showing up and starting. You may be disappointed if you fail, but you are doomed if you don't ever try. I like to say the only way you fail is if you quit. The only way you fail is if you quit. If you enjoy yourself this weekend, don't quit, you keep going. If you decide not to keep going, then you quit, and you quit on yourself, right? So that's up to you. I just posted a reel here on Instagram, on Facebook and on Instagram, and it's called Choose Your Hard. And we had a pastor, his name is Pastor Keith Kraft from Texas, Frisco, Texas. And he came and he had a poem that he wrote, and it's called Choose Your Hard. When we're done on the live, go watch the reel. Go listen to his poem. It's really great, and it really gives you perspective of, yeah, you're right. I'm going to choose my hard. You guys, the poem is great. Please go listen to it. Give it some hearts. Here it is. Ask yourself this: if I don't take action now, what will it ultimately cost me? In this case, it will cost you your health, right? It will cost you your health. Procrastination is the grave in which opportunity is buried. Two things rob people of their peace of mind: work unfinished and work not yet begun. It's time to show up. So I just read that because I love this book, and it's got great little golden nuggets. This book is incredible, by the way, especially if you're in business. If you're looking for a book, 31 chapters, 31 days. I've read this book, I don't even know how many times, but it's a really great, simple read to work on your mindset, to work on a lot of things. It's a harder book to find. Take a screenshot, go grab the book, keep it on your table or wherever you sit down to have your coffee and read a chapter a day. It's like 2 pages. You can totally do it. It's incredible. I've done this book here on the page before. You can go to ketomomsecrets.com, click on book club, and we've done this book, and we've probably gone through at least 20 books, if not more. So you can go look at that. Otherwise, I'm excited for you to join us for this starting next week. Send me a message if you need recipes, ketomomsecrets.com, click on recipes. You can scroll through this page for the last 7 years. You can send me a message and I will give you a basic foods list. You can ask questions, you can tune in. There's no dumb question. And I like to tell people, keep it simple. Don't mess up good for perfect, but I honestly want you to realize that you can do this. It is a process. There's no overnight success. Stop comparing your journey to somebody else's journey, especially on Instagram. You have to learn to listen to your body, and I'll help you. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for saying good morning. I don't know what questions you asked, but I saw some questions or comments, so I like to see that because I'm not just talking to my own face. And we are going to knock out some school. It's Friday. Go on a date with the grandparents. I appreciate you. I'll come on later and maybe give you some different keto tips and tricks to help you on your weekend. Actually, that's what we'll do. We'll cover this weekend. So be watching for another live today. Go check out the reel. We'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.